BattlBox Mission 112. So let's go ahead and get into this. So what is BattlBox? Well, this is a monthly subscription box that's mailed straight to your door every month. You have different subscription levels in which, depending on how much money you want to spend and how much gear you want to get, they give you multiple options. Now, as always, I'm like a kid on Christmas every time these things show up because I love seeing what I'm going to get because you don't know ahead of time. And sometimes they do release a video ahead of time letting you know what's coming in the box. I never watch those because I like the surprise. So let's just go ahead and get into this one. Now with each one, you will get your mission brief. So as you can see here, Mission 112, and it's going to tell you what's in each individual box. And you have basic box, advanced, which is what I get, Pro box, Pro Plus box, and then of course when you're a subscriber you get a automatic entry into their Battle Vault, which is more heavily discounted items, but each time you go up you get everything that came before that in the previous boxes. Now for this one, in the basic box, you get this right here. It's called the Utility Gear Organizer. So in a previous box you got the Charlotte's Web from Outdoor Element. So you got this strap right here that you have multiple hangers like these. Sorry about the lighting, the sun just keeps moving on me. This will hook onto the strap itself, right, just like that, and then you'll hang it in between two trees and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Not exactly sure how long the strap is. I have not tried it out yet, but I would love to use this in combination with my Charlotte's Web because sometimes you just have more gear, and I like the fact that they have these hooks that you can clamp on so you can space it out as necessary. I do still love and have used that Charlotte's Web, but it just has little holes that are cut into it, so you have to have carabiners. It comes with some already, but I like this idea. I can't wait to use it. Think of going camping next weekend, so when I go, I'm definitely going to take this along because I definitely think this is incredibly useless because you just don't want to leave your gear on the ground. You just got bugs and stuff that can get into it, and nobody wants that to happen. Piece number 2, Fiberlight Fire Kit. Now, I kind of feel like I've had one of these before and have reviewed it before, but let's just open this so I'll show you what you get. So you get the tin can with a big Ranger band that goes around it to help keep it watertight. And then you're gonna have your Fiberlight fire starting material and then your fire starting device. Hold on just a second, because I looked at it briefly. There's supposed to be a ferro rod in it, and it also can act like a whistle. Let's just open this real quick just to see. And I apologize, I have probably 4 other battle boxes that I've recorded the videos and I have not released. Just had a lot going on. Well, let's just see here. Here's your striker. Oh, your ferro rod is right there on the edge right here, and then this is going to be your striker. Let's see if this, all right, not the best whistle in the world, but could come handy in an emergency. We'll just let that fly. But I know this kind of material, like I really feel like I've had this before, and it does, if I remember correctly, because I do almost convinced I've had this before, lights very easily and works really well. Now, I didn't look up the prices on all of these ahead of time, so as they're coming up, I will post it on the screen. Next, you have the Camillus Glide Sharpener. Yes, Glide Sharpener. Now, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with stuff like this. You do have a ceramic rod, so you can hone your knives You can sharpen fish hooks and stuff like that. I love the middle sections because you can actually sharpen scissors. That always comes in handy because if you ever tried to sharpen scissors without something like this, it does become quite a bit of a challenge. It does have some tools and the glass breakers kind of around the edges. But my hang up is this right here, this carbide sharpener. You do have a ceramic one in here as well. Why do I have a love-hate relationship? Well, I'll tell you. These carbide sharpeners will eat up your blade in a heartbeat. My parents used to have pull-through sharpeners in their kitchen for their kitchen knives, and then my mom would come to me and ask me to sharpen her knives, and when I would look at them, they had no edge on them anymore because it just takes so much material off. Now, if you're in the field and you really need to get your blade sharp, will it get it sharp? Yeah, but I wouldn't recommend using this as a way to sharpen your knives on a regular basis. The ceramic part right here, I would say use that first, because more than likely most people are not using high-end stills out in the field. If you are using high-end stills out in the field, these aren't really going to help you a whole lot because high-end stills are really hard and take a long time to sharpen. But in a pinch, I guess you could say it would help. So yeah, not overly excited. Will it get you done or help you out in a pinch? Yeah. The Work Sharp field sharpener, like I have one of those. I've used it in the field many times. Has diamond stones on it, ceramic rod, and a strop. Probably a bit more useful, but will this get you by in a pinch? Yeah. I'm probably just going to use it to sharpen scissors, just because I have the Work Sharp already. And I really do not like the carbide sharpeners in these things. But once again, if you have I won't say low quality, more budget friendly steels and stuff like that, these will hone that edge really fast. Just please do not use it as your way of sharpening knives on a regular basis. Make sure it's only your field sharpener just to get you through whatever situation you're in. So kind of could have had a better option. I don't know what these sell for. The Work Sharp used to be like 20 bucks. With inflation the way it is now, it's probably like 50. I mean, it's probably not. I'm being facetious there. But I'm sure it's more expensive now. Once again, don't know what it is. I'll pop it up on the screen. Next, for the advanced box, which is the one that I get. Now, I was really happy. This is called the Heaven's Harvest Seed Kit. So go ahead and show you this right here. Now, these are heirloom quality seeds. It does tell you in here, because I definitely looked this up, and because I've been very curious about this for quite some time. I've seen a lot of prepping channels, survivalist channels, all that kind of stuff. And they always talk about getting heirloom seeds, and I just assumed that meant because they could be stored for a long time. But apparently what this means with heirloom quality seeds, it's very specific to qualify. They've had to have been used from like the same plants from like 50 years. So they're not GMO or anything. They're not hybrid plants or anything. But they will recreate their own seeds. So typically when you go to your like Home Depot, Lowe's, local nursery, they're not heirloom quality seeds. You can only use them once. You plant your seeds, you get your food, and next year you got to go back and buy more seeds. Well, with the heirloom quality seeds, they reproduce their own seeds. And so you can harvest those, dry them out, store them, and then you keep reusing them because you can keep producing your own seeds, which makes a ton of sense. Now, I know they are more expensive than regular seeds. I'm not sure how much. Again, I will put it on the screen below. But in this batch right here, they have bush bean, cabbage, carrot, collards, corn, cucumber, kale, onion, squash, and tomatoes. So, and it gives you the seed count if you want to pause it real quick so you can take a look at it. I looked at the website and pretty much like almost guaranteed you can buy individual packs of seeds of whichever foods that you like if you don't like some of the ones that are in there, like kale. Why? I'm not saying don't eat kale. I'm just saying I'm not eating kale. Tried it, had it, been there, done that, don't like it. But yeah, that's, oh, so I'll read off to you. So if you got the other boxes, the Pro box, you're going to get the Ruck and River camping table. That looks pretty interesting. If you want to look them up, I thought it seemed kind of clever. And then the Pro Plus box, Jens Anso Fox Italy Zero 2.0 Desert Warrior knife, which actually looks pretty cool. I've never had any of that knife from this brand, but it still is, I don't have my reading glasses, I'm sorry, N690. All right, but Rockwell hardness of 56 to 58, so kind of a soft steel. N690, I do like it. It's a good stainless steel. Does have decent edge retention. I have several knives in that steel, so I can't complain about that. I don't know what they are putting the cost of it at, but definitely a good blade still. Like, it looks like a good knife design, good blade shape and geometry. Looks like it would be comfortable in hand depending on the size of your hands. When they're curved like that, it's kind of limiting to some people depending on the size of your hand, because if you have really big or thick hands, that curved design can interfere with your grip. But you don't know until you try it, right? So, all right, guys, leave in the comment box below. Tell me what you think. I'm really excited about this and the heirloom seeds. I think it's kind of late in the season to start planting the garden, so I told my wife I think we're gonna try something next year. We're gonna possibly like buy some raised planters or something like that, so we can start growing our own food, because with food prices the way they are, it's getting absolutely ridiculous to go to the grocery store. So if we can save a bunch of money by growing a lot of our own vegetables, like, then I'm all for it. Also, yeah, these are not cross-pollinated. These are open-pollinated seeds. So you don't have to worry about any hybrids popping up or anything like that. I do believe you have to separate the different types of plants a certain distance. I briefly was looking into it because I was just so curious as to what heirloom seeds meant, but I'm pretty fascinated by it, and I think it's a really good idea. And to me, that's the highlight of this box. But also the gear hanger. I mean, you almost can't have too many of those depending on what you're doing in the outdoors. I like the reflective strip on it, because that way, you know, you got your camping lights out and stuff at night, you're not going to accidentally walk into it. Hopefully you have a headlamp or a flashlight with you, because you should always, it's the middle of the day and I got a flashlight on me right now. I always carry a flashlight no matter what, because 1, you can't see in the dark, 2, you can't see in the dark spaces, and 3, at night you can help blind an attacker, or, you know, and give yourself time to get away or to react the way you need to. Always carry a light. There's no excuse that you shouldn't. All right, guys, hopefully you like this kind of content. If you do, again, leave in the comment box below. Tell me what you think of this box. Is it worth it? Should I find something else? Well, I keep saying this at the end of the videos, and I keep having not released the videos. I'm going to say it again, because I'm just going to get to this one. I'm going to combine all of them together. And I apologize. Hopefully, if you're looking into it, if you want to just fast forward through it, I get it. But I did take the time to film them. I've just had a lot going on health-wise. And so in the times where I felt great, I go out and film and then just end up not getting in there to edit and post. But I'm going to correct that soon. Things are changing for the positive, and I love that. And in the meantime, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things to help the algorithms, to help the channel, and most importantly, comment, share. If you think anybody would be interested in these type of boxes, share the video with them. This will be a good one, because it's going to have multiple boxes for them to be able to look at it all at one time, instead of having to search for each individual box, because I've been lazy and slack, and that's on me. All right, guys, in the meantime, be prepared, have fun, check out BattlBox.